Welcome to Northern Tonight. And here's your host, Chris Goebel, with guests.
Welcome to Northern Tonight. I'm Chris Goebel, and we have such a good show. There's like 3 shows in this. Later tonight, we're going to take a look at the international students here at NIU and a couple of talented musicians. Right now, I want to introduce David Shulkin to you. He's a graduate student here at NIU and also very interested in media and cyborgs in film. So, Dave, a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about it, what we're talking about when you talk about cyborgs in film.
Well, just real generally, we see a lot of cyborgs, like Star Trek Next Generation, like Data, for example, an android, a humanoid form, looks like a human. Just to define a cyborg, just the idea of a combination of an organism and machine. So that's just kind of the brief description. Going in terms of film, we see a lot of different types of cyborgs. Obvious ones like RoboCop, a cop shot down, rebuilt to become a new machine, in a sense, a new Frankenstein monster. We also see cyborgs in evolution, such as 2001: A Space Odyssey, where the main character, David Bowman, has to deal with, he has a conflict with the machine HAL, if you remember HAL, the computer. And what happens with him, he has to deal with that. He redefines his humanity, and at the end we have the big long sequence, he dies and he's reborn. Well, that's kind of a cyborg, I guess, evolution or spiritual.
So are most of the struggles with like cyborgs, a cyborg trying to become human? Because it seems like you mentioned Data, who is a machine becoming human, and also RoboCop, who was human, becomes a machine, and then by the end of the movie regains his humanity, and then HAL, pure machine, taking on human qualities of not greed is what's popping in my mind, but
Sure.
you know, power and
Sure.
trying to take over the his own universe, so to speak, the ship.
Yeah, to control it. Yeah, absolutely right. That's certainly one type of a cyborg where we see that humanity, particularly in terms of losing it and then refining it. We also find other types of cyborgs, though. For example, if we look at in a little bit of a greater issue, Star Trek Next Generation is a good example, the Enterprise itself. It's a ship. It contains these humanoid forms and other types of species, but in itself it's a cyborg. It has artificial intelligence. It's so important to the crew. I mean, they day by day have to live within this ship, and so it's an extension in a sense of their humanity. They go to the computer for advice. They go to the holodeck to escape. So there's that type of imagery as well, where that cyborg neither wants humanity, but it needs it to exist in a sense. It only exists because of humanity.
So is there a lot of strains running through these movies of humanity using the machine, and then, like you're saying, becoming dependent upon the machine, and then the machine taking over in the end?
Yeah, a great example of that is Terminator, where we have humans have created machines to do their work, and in a sense we do that right now. We go into an automotive plant and we have robotic arms doing the work of what people did before. It's cost efficient. Well, in the Terminator world, machines end up taking over. They find that they do not need humans anymore, and so they want to enslave them as they were enslaved before. So in that sense, yes, now we have or even in the Borg in Star Trek again, the Borg wants to assimilate the humans, destroy them in a sense. So both of these types of cyborgs are against humanity. They want to destroy, control, enslave. So it's kind of a reverse of what humans have done to cyborgs.
Even in the same instance, like you mentioned the Borg, they don't see themselves as wrong, and in a way their lack of humanity is what turns them to what we would see as evil, but yet what they see as bringing order to the universe. Is that kind of what a lot of the cyborg conflict with man stems from, their inability to realize what evil is, or what we would deem as humanely evil?
Sure. It's actually, the cyborg doesn't feel the struggle. That's the interesting thing. It's all perceived by humans. We have that struggle. We have the struggle with the Borg. The Borg doesn't understand. They're correct in a sense. Yeah, in terms of your question, I would say that evil is purely human perspective, that the Borg obviously don't feel that they're wrong at all. And more importantly, they're probably a great idea of a culture. One identity, many individuals, but one identity. It's communism all over again. It's, it's a whole symbolism of everything. But to even go a little further, with some of the other types of cyborgs we see in Blade Runner, a great example where the replicants, or the androids that Deckard, who is the Harrison Ford character, must kill, they're actually just as human as he is. As a matter of fact, by the end of the movie and within the book, Deckard isn't even sure if he's not a replicant himself. So there's that duality where the replicant is more human in a sense because they found their humanity. Actually, in Blade Runner, the one replicant dies, Rutger Hauer. He dies, so he has he doesn't have immortality. He's mortal. Deckard's unsure of where he stands, if he's a replicant or if he actually does have a lifespan that is unknowing.
So could the fascination with cyborgs in movies kind of stem from maybe the idea that some of these filmmakers are trying to put across, that maybe we ourselves lose our humanity through our the machine culture we've created since the Industrial Revolution, being hooked into machines, using machines constantly, and it seems that more and more we're dependent upon machines, computers.
Mm-hmm.
Could that be is that what the strain is here when you're talking about, these cyborgs finding themselves becoming human with human frailties, but yet then in the end, like you said in Blade Runner, the human wondering whether he's a replicant or not?
Right. You're absolutely right. Particularly, a lot of these science fiction films are cautionary tales about what we've done in terms of machine and cyborg. But I think to go beyond that, go beyond the fear of cyborgs and monsters and this whole idea, is it helps us redefine ourselves. By having that conflict, by having a person like Data on our ship, we look at all those episodes, look at how many times the characters reflect upon their own humanity, and they help define themselves. Data is, in a sense, a foil, a character foil, and we probably need to look at cyborgs as character foils to our humanity.
Like you mentioned earlier, to kind of go back to the idea of the Borg, in the First Contact movie,
Mm-hmm.
It was brought out as a strain in the plot line that the collective came to a queen, and the queen was an individual. The queen was not the automaton that all the other Borgs are. So could that be another strain that runs through that, even though we may become mechanized and all these other issues with the machine, we still have the individual quality that needs to be behind them all?
Yeah, and I think that's the essence. The cyborg cannot exist without humanity. I think that's really what it comes down to. The replicant can't survive without humanity. Data can't survive without humanity. He would not be able to even try to define his own being without humans around him, so he needs that humanity, this Starship Enterprise. So all of them need humanity, and there's always going to be the idea from human perspective, cyborgs are going to be in struggle. In Terminator 2, we have a stronger cyborg against a weaker, or so to speak, a weaker cyborg. So there is going to be that struggle, at least from a human perspective.
Well, thanks, Dave, and we'll be right back with a look at the international students, and a little later we will take a look at all of a couple of talented musicians here at Northern. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.
I, like most students, have never heard about GHB, also known as Liquid G and Liquid X. But then I heard that a few students had been using this drug. I also heard that some of them were rushed to the emergency room. They had combined GHB with alcohol. Apparently this combination caused a coma-like loss of consciousness, which could have been life-threatening. So it's not without reason the FDA banned GHB from over-the-counter sale in 1990. Hey, I'm not gonna preach or lie to you. I've been known to party like most people my age, but I know that I can have fun without jeopardizing everything I've worked hard for. And there's no way I'm gonna ruin my dreams or my education on GHB or any other dangerous game.
This public service announcement has been brought to you by Health Enhancement Services at Northern Illinois University.
Do you have something special to share with a child? Your time, talents, patience, and understanding? Have you ever thought about becoming a big brother or big sister? For more than 90 years, Big Brothers Big Sisters of America has been a national youth-serving organization. Volunteers serving as mentors and role models help youth to increase their self-confidence, reach their highest potential, and to see themselves, often for the first time, as having happy and successful futures. Here in DeKalb County, 30 young boys and 10 young girls are waiting for the relationship of a big brother or big sister. Children in the program are between the ages of 7 and 14, currently living in a single-parent family, and are in need of a strong, dependable relationship that will provide growth from new experiences. If you are interested in becoming a big brother or a big sister in DeKalb County, please call 758-8616. That's 758-8616. It only takes a little time to make a big difference.
Welcome back. If you look across the country at college campuses, there's a wide diversity of international students that attend. And we're going to take a look at the international students here at NIU.
"60 miles west of Chicago is a small town called DeKalb, and this is where you'll find Northern Illinois University. More than 20,000 students attend NIU, and around 1,000 of them are international students. Why did all of these international students come to Northern, and did they encounter any problems in DeKalb? These are some of the questions we're going to address. Once in DeKalb, some of the first people the international students will meet are the staff members at the International Student and Faculty Office.
I'm the director of the International Student and Faculty Office.
Hi, my name is Tim Irvin.
I'm the program specialist in the International Student and Faculty Office.
These are the people who help students from all corners of the world when they first arrive in DeKalb. They welcome the students and help them settle in at NIU during the first few weeks.
My job entails programming for international students, workshops entailing practical training information, career opportunities, re-entry workshops. I coordinate the Friends for International Students, which is a host family program, a visitation host family program.
So, exactly how international is NIU?
Well, approximately 90 different countries, but the majority of the students come from the People's Republic of China, India, and a combination from Europe.
What are some of the reasons why international students choose Northern Illinois University?
Why I came here is because I knew I wanted to become a physical therapist and I didn't get in my own country, so then I applied for a lot of different schools in America, and basically I wanted to go on the East Coast, but I went to this place because it was close to Chicago, and I sent a personal letter to the international office, and out of 15 schools, this university was the only place that actually answered my personal letter. So that made my mom feel good, my dad feel good, and me feel good that they would take care of me when I got here. And they did. They do.
So it all started by a letter coming to me saying, "You've been nominated to go abroad to get your master's and PhD, and we have to start corresponding. And the first school that responds to us is the first school you're gonna go to." And the first response came from Northern. They actually wanted me to come over at the summer to attend summer classes, while every other graduate program in many other schools, they only started the fall. So my embassy over here, which is responsible for the correspondence, got her first reply. And on a 3 months note, I was noted, here's your ticket, go to Northern. The person who works down there in the office in Cairo told me that's going to be in Chicago, you know, very close. You're going to have so much fun. It's a nice city.
What are the most common problems the international students will run into?
Money. You know, regular academic problems that all American students will have. Just, for the most part, the same sorts of problems that anyone who's going away from home for the first time would have.
So basically, just getting their classes and understanding the way it works. It's so much different overseas, you know, and the other educational systems in other countries. And they come here, they just understand the concept of general education requirements and that sort of thing.
The biggest difference between Austria and America, for me the first time, was the landscape, because we have a lot of mountains and here it's really flat. But I think it's like the culture is not that much different. It's also like if we go out, we have always to show our IDs. We don't have to do that at home. It's not like that strict with drinking age at home.
It turned out, you know, first day of classes here, people don't talk that much compared with back home, in which when you enter, you hear the noises, just people introducing themselves and exchanging phone numbers, saying, let's go for dinners and lunches tonight and see what can we do in this campus. So that was the slight thing I had to adjust to. Rather than this, pretty much it was simple.
The advantages are many for the international students.
Yeah, this year studying abroad is certainly an advantage for me, because now I know the language better and I know how to deal with different cultures, because we also got to know a lot of students who come from different countries, and it's good for your communication skills.
I saw a person giving a philosophy of international education, and it's always struck me as something that's been with me for a long time. And it's an analogy of a person sitting in a red room with red tinted windows, and all you can see outside those windows are the red tint. You know, everything's in red. And this gentleman asked the audience what they thought the color he would see, and everyone said, well, of course, red. The only color you'd see is red. And in fact, that person would see no colors because he has nothing to compare it to. So if a person doesn't leave their country, doesn't explore other cultures, then they're not going to really understand their own culture. So I think for students who are going to study abroad, whether from the United States to overseas or coming from overseas to the United States, that should be kept in mind as practical experience.
Most sexual assaults that take place on college campuses begin here. There are a few simple things women and men can do to prevent sexual assaults from occurring. Know your limits. Alcohol changes a person's behavior. This goes for both men and women. Specifically for the women, don't leave with someone you don't know or feel comfortable with. Have someone you trust and are comfortable with take you home. Trust your instincts. Don't be afraid to make waves. Make sure your behavior is consistent with your message. If you say no, end the physical contact immediately. And men, we haven't forgotten about you. If mixed messages are being sent and you're unsure, stop and ask. Most of all, physical force is not acceptable. Forcing someone into sexual contact is rape. If you or someone you know has been sexually assaulted, contact a representative of SOAR, Students Organized Against Rape, at 753-1206.
Food. It's a topic we all like to think about. We need it, we love it. We can't live without it. We see it everywhere, but we also take it for granted. We throw it away without thinking twice. Remember those days when you haven't eaten because of work or school? Do you remember that stomach pain? There are people that live with this pain every day. These people think twice, maybe 3 times about our wasted food. The Salvation Army Food Pantry is where many of these hungry people turn to. They say that the best presents come in small packages, and that is what the Salvation Army Food Pantry provides, a place where the food can reach the ones who appreciate and respect it the most. The Salvation Army Food Pantry welcomes any donations that you might provide. Food more than tastes good, it gives life. Please donate life to the Salvation Army Food Pantry.
And now we're going to get to hear some great music from a couple of young guys. Ben and Dion are here to play a little instrumental for you.
Thank you, Chris. Me and Dion here, Dion and I should say, are going to play some music for you.
And that's our show for this evening. I'd like to thank Dave Schalken and Ben and Dion, and the nice piece there we had on the international students, all the people who participated in that. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Northern Tonight. We'll see you later.